Media buying is tough, isn't it? You plan your campaigns, you spend hours optimizing ads and hope for the best. But hope isn't always exactly the right strategy. Because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. What if you had a way to look at your data and instantly know what's working, why it's working, and how to make it work even better? And that too, for free. Let me introduce you to AI. Yes, the very same AI technology we use for everyday tasks can make your media buying smarter, faster, and more profitable. Up to 5 times if you use it right. Stick around and I'll show you exactly how to do it. Step 1, gathering the data. Now I know it doesn't sound glamorous, but trust me, this first step can make or break your AI-powered campaigns. Think of it like cooking. You wouldn't expect a world-class meal if you started with stale ingredients, right? The same logic applies here. AI can only be as good as the data you feed it. So what kind of data are we even talking about? For media buying, it's impressions, clicks, click-through rates, cost per click, conversions, and of course, ROAS. Right? Now, most will grab a random week's worth of data and call it a day. Big mistake. AI isn't psychic. It needs context to spot trends and patterns. Ideally, you want to export data from the past 90 to 180 days. Why this big of a range? Because campaigns fluctuate. Maybe you had a killer holiday sale that skewed December's numbers, or a dud of a campaign in February that didn't quite land. A longer date range smooths out these inconsistencies. But hold up, just exporting a ton of data isn't enough. You also need to organize it properly, right? Segment your data by campaign, ad set, and individual ad names. Now that your data, or for some people, data's ready, let's move on to the fun part. Step 2, analyzing performance. Tools like ChatGPT can uncover insights you can act on immediately. The key to getting value out of these tools, however, is asking the right questions. General queries like, what's wrong with my campaign? Won't cut it. Instead, focus on specific actionable prompts. So let's say your campaign has been running for a few months. The AI can sift through the historical data and identify patterns you might miss. For example, it might reveal that engagement spikes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or that certain demographic interact more with video content. With this information, you can fine-tune your campaign schedule and targeting for better results without wasting time on guesswork. Another powerful feature is AI's ability to compare performance across variables. Let's say you've been running these different ad sets targeting various audiences. Instead of manually comparing each set, you can ask the AI something like, which ad set generates the lowest cost per acquisition? This process lets you quickly identify what works and what doesn't, so you can focus your budget and energy on what delivers results. AI tools stand out because they're interactive. Instead of just throwing numbers at you like traditional analytics, AI lets you have a conversation. And don't stop at your own campaigns. AI can also help you analyze competitors. By reviewing public data like social media mentions or customer feedback on competitor products, AI can highlight gaps in their strategies. If customers are complaining about slow delivery or unclear messaging from your competitors, you can always position your brand as the solution. All right, step trace, or number 3, automating campaign management. Want something even better, like putting your campaigns on autopilot and letting AI handle the day-to-day management for you? Now, what are automated rules? For those who are unaware, think of them as a set of instructions you give to Facebook's AI. If certain conditions are met, Facebook takes action on your behalf. But how do you set these up from scratch? We all have some high-performing ads, those unicorn campaigns that make you smile every time you check your ROAS. With automated rules, you can scale those. Here's how. Once in the Ads Manager, go to the Rules section and click Create New Rule. Set the condition. Return on ad spend is greater than or equal to your target ROAS. For example, it could be 3x, 2x, things like that. Set the time range to the last 7 days to give the AI more data to work with. Finally, set the action to increase daily budget by X amount of percentage. Pro tip, start with conservative percentage, maybe around 15%, and tweak it as you learn what works. You don't want to blow up your budget too fast, even on a winning ad. Now, let's tackle those underperforming ads. Instead of manually pausing it after the damage is done, set a rule to do it for you. Again, head to the Rules section and create a new rule. Select the condition, cost per result is greater than or equal to blah, 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 your max acceptable cost, right? So, set the time range to the last 3 days to get a recent snapshot of performance. Finally, set the action to turn off ads. Boom, you just save yourself hours of monitoring. But we're not done. If you want to take it to the next level, just combine multiple rules. For instance, let's say you only want to scale ads that only meet a high return on ad spend, but also generate a specific number of conversions. create a reel for that. Okay, so now for step 4. Start with AI-driven ad creation. Now let's shake things up. What if instead of playing catch-up, you focus on creating better performing ads from the get-go? You're sitting down to create a new ad and you've hit a wall. You're stuck on what to say or how to make it stand out. With ChatGPT, you can literally type, hey, give me 5 ad headlines for a fitness product that solves back pain. And voila, it spits out options that are catchy, targeted, and ready to roll. Once you got those snappy headlines, you need to pair them with stunning visuals, right? With tools like Canva or Midjourney, you can generate images that match your ad's vibe. And more importantly, it's branding and messaging. Whether it's a sleek minimalist design or something bold and eye-catching. Or it could be a more organic, raw feel, right? But here's the thing, and this is important, don't just take whatever AI spits out and run with it. These tools are your creative starting point, not the final product. Let's say ChatGPT gives you a headline like, say goodbye to back pain forever. Sure, it's great, but maybe it feels too generic for your brand. Also, it's not a compliant thing to say. So tweak it, make it personal. Maybe it becomes back pain? Not with us. See the difference? Same goes for visuals. AI can generate a fantastic image, but you might need to adjust colors, add your logo, or refine it to fit your brand's aesthetic. So if you're ready to take your media buying game to the next level, smarter, faster, and yes, more profitable, start integrating AI into your strategy today, tomorrow, whenever you get to it. But the sooner the better, because AI moves quick. If you're already doing so, let's hear about it. Drop a comment below and share how it's working for you or what hurdles you're running into. We'd love to know. Before you head out, don't forget to like this video, hit subscribe, and share it with someone who's still stuck doing things the hard way. Let's help them level up too. See you in the next one. Yeah, peace, my brothers and sisters.